In the 1980s, Japan terrified the West. The Japanese were buying up New York skyscrapers. Their cars were outcompeting Detroit. Their electronics ruled global markets. Economists predicted Japan will overtake the US by 2000. But then silence. For over 30 years now, Japan has been frozen. No growth, no inflation, no future. This is the story of how the world's second largest economy came to a halt and never really started moving again. In 1945, Japan lay in ruins. Nuclear devastation, military defeat, total collapse. But within 20 years, it had become an industrial giant. Economic strategy, export-driven growth, heavy state involvement in industrial policy, focus on education, technology, and discipline. U.S. support, the Dodge Plan, and American investments. The Korean War made Japan a logistical hub and revived demand. Corporate structure, keiretsu conglomerates, lifetime employment, company loyalty. Tech champions, Sony, Toyota, Mitsubishi, Fujitsu, Hitachi. By 1989, the Nikkei stock index was nearing 39,000 points. Japan's economy made up nearly half of Asia's GDP. The world feared Japan would surpass the United States, but much of the growth was artificial. The Bank of Japan kept interest rates extremely low. Credit was cheap. Speculation went wild. A massive bubble formed across stocks and real estate. Examples of excess. Land under the Tokyo Imperial Palace was said to be worth more than all of California. Corporate valuations were inflated 10, 20 times over actual earnings. In 1991, the central bank raised interest rates to cool the market. It was like slamming the brakes at 300 kilometers per hour. The fallout. The Nikkei collapsed, dropping from 39,000 to under 15,000. Losses exceeded $2 trillion, one of the largest crashes in history. A deep recession followed. Then came years of deflation. From 1991 to 2024, Japan's economy barely grew. Nominal GDP rose slightly, mostly due to exchange rates and inflation. But real growth? Almost none. Zero inflation-deflation. Prices fell year after year. Consumers delayed spending. Businesses stopped investing. Japan entered a deflationary spiral. Demographics. Birth rate, 1.3 children per woman. Nearly 30% of the population is over 65. By 2070, Japan could lose over 30 million people. Immigration. Japan remains closed. Immigrants make up and amp. LT, 3% of the population. Instead of workers, they relied on robots. Banking crisis and amp. Zombie companies : After the crash, banks refused to write off bad loans. Unprofitable businesses were kept alive on life support. Zombie companies clogged the system, blocking innovation. Public debt. Over 260% of GDP, the highest in the developed world. But 90% is domestic, held by Japanese citizens and institutions. The Bank of Japan owns half of all government bonds, an unprecedented experiment. Japan didn't fall into chaos. It remains one of the safest, most advanced societies on Earth. Education and healthcare are excellent. Infrastructure is world-class, but it's all running in low-power mode. A wealthy country without growth. High personal savings. Low crime, clean streets. Cultural cohesion, social stability. Tech leadership. Still a global force in robotics, semiconductors, and precision manufacturing, but behind in digitalization, online services, and venture capital. Corporate giants still dominate global markets. Toyota is still the world's largest automaker. Nintendo and Sony are global entertainment powerhouses. Today, Japan's path haunts economists around the world. United States and AMP. Europe. Aging populations. Explosive growth in debt post 2008 and COVID. Zombie firms are spreading across Western economies. China. Massive real estate bubble. Declining birth rate. Heavy-handed, state-driven industrial policy, just like Japan in the 80s. Japan shows us being rich isn't enough. Without reform, without risk, without innovation, an economy can fall asleep indefinitely. Japan's collapse wasn't a crash. It was a slow, silent fade, as if the country turned out the lights and kept living in the dark. Can Japan wake up again? Or is this what the future looks like for all of us? If you found this story eye-opening, give it a like, subscribe, and share it with others. In the comments, tell us, can Japan revive its economy? Or is this a glimpse into the future of the entire developed world?